Hi people, this is Chris. This time I'm back with a review on the brand new Sonor Momentum Drum Series. Enjoy! Sonor has surprised this year not only with their big range of 150th anniversary sets, but also again a few weeks ago with the release of a completely new made in Germany drum line. I honestly didn't expect that. Are the Momentum drums really something new, or is Sonor more or less mixing a lot of established concepts from the past into this new higher class drum line? Sonor is not pretending to reinvent the wheel with the Momentum drums, which is some honest marketing. So let's find out all the details. For the Momentum drums, two former made in Germany lines, the ProLite series with vintage maple shells and the SQ1 series with Birch shells have been discontinued. Based on a medium shell with 9 plies at around 6 mm, the customer can choose between 3 wood types: maple, birch and beech. In terms of finishes, there are only 4 to choose from: 2 satin lacquered finishes in white and black, a red pearl wrap, which you can see here, and a new veneer called California Burl. You also have the option to design a kit out of different wood types, for example a beech bass drum mixed with maple toms and a birch snare, all in the same finish. Sonor claims that individual drums aren't more pricey than pre-configured shell packs, which is nice. The shells have the typical undersized construction with sharp bearing edges. In terms of hardware, Sonor is combining well-known parts from previous lines. The small toms have the suspension system known from the ProLite series, while the rather mixed reviewed sustainer from the SQ1 series can be found on the brackets of the floor toms. All drums are equipped with chrome hardware and single lugs with a tune save feature. The overall workmanship is flawless. The only thing I noticed is that the bearing edges and the plies of the birch shells feel a tiny bit more rough than the perfectly sanded beech and maple shells, which could be because of the wrap finish, but I don't know for sure. All drums come with Remo USA heads, clear ambassadors on the toms on both sides, and a power stroke 3 combination, power stroke clear better and fiber skin power on the resonance side. And I also received 3 matching snares, which I'll cover in more detail in a separate video, but these sound great too. So for this review I decided to order different kits to record a hopefully more interesting video than just comparing, let's say, one shell pack in 3 different wood types. So I got a beech kit in 18, 12, 14 with a 14 by 5.75 snare, a birch kit, which you can see here, in 24, 13 and 16 with an added 18-inch floor tom plus the 14 by 6.5 snare, and the biggest lot were the maple drums. Here I got 2 bass drums in 20 and 22 plus 5 toms in the sizes 8, 10, 12, 14 and 16. My trusty old D505 steel snare from the late 70s, which is sitting behind me here in the shelf, has a 14 by 5.75 deep shell. But with this new series, Sonor is taking the concept of 1/4 inch depth to a new level. But all in all, there are no real surprises here. The floor toms are almost square sized and the bass drums and toms have rather traditional sizes too. For my part, I would have hoped for a shorter 22-inch bass drum than the bit outdated almost 18-inch depth, but let's hear them before I give you my final verdict. So here's my conclusion. All of the Momentum drums, and there were quite a few for this review, are very easy to tune. Without any added muffling, they offer a nice mixture of tone and projection. And they have that typical Sonor sound, which is a bit drier. In Germany we say knochig, and very easy to record. Compared to my vintage Sonor drums from the Phonic and Swinger series, they sound more vibrant, focused and modern. Are there noticeable differences between the three wood types? I would say yes, even though I couldn't compare identical shell sets. The maple drums sound the most sweet and pre-EQ'd, I would say, so if you're into open, high-end drum sounds like Gavin Harrison or Simon Phillips, they would be my choice. The Beech drums have the driest character, the most cut, and are definitely a bit louder too, which is a bit funny because I ordered them in the smaller Bop sizes. And the Beech drums remind me the most of the classic Sonor drum sound. The bigger Birch kit is the one I enjoyed the most. The 24-inch bass drum sounds massive here in the room and is very direct to play. Also, the additional 18-inch floor tom is really a lot of fun. And overall I would describe them as a bit brighter but also with a very prominent bass foundation. Are there any downsides or wishes for improvement? Yes, I would like to have the option of ordering the bass drum with a mount for a single tom holder, especially if I'm gigging with a smaller 4-piece kit, one up and one down. I would use lighter cymbal stands. This 4000 combination stand is a bit heavy for my taste. Also, I would like to see a nice high gloss lacquer finish and a classic sparkle finish in the lineup too. And the prices are no bargain, but all in all you get some really great sounding drums made here in Germany. So that's all I have for today. I'm looking forward to reading your comments. Also stay tuned for the second video with some more sounds of the Momentum snare drums. And feel free to check out the purchase links down below. I hope to see you next time. Until then, bye!